Imperial Guard.
Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
You driving the bike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not driving the gauntlet. And then I need you to drive me back here, right? Afterwards.
Huh?
And then I have to. I need your help with coming back here. Listen, I have to sleep here. I have to finish academy tomorrow.
Okay.
Early.
All right. All right. I'll be. I'll stay behind. I'm so scared of driving behind her because her fucking driving is so. That's a one-way street, Siobhan. Her fucking driving is so sporadic. Like that, the fucking truck that just went off-road, that's the kind of shit I want to pull over as a cop. People being dumb. Only pull over tow trucks. Siobhan, please. Oh. She's dead. Oh, no, she's alive somehow.
Okay? You okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine, except for the fact that you were going the wrong way.
Yeah, it is my fault. That's why I'm apologizing. I sincerely.
Yeah. You know what? I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. You're on a motorcycle.
Are you
I just
sure?
want to make sure you're good. Are you
Yeah, I
okay?
don't know what happened to my helmet. It went flying. It must have saved my brain.
Oh, I'm happy you're not dead. Again, I
Me
sincerely
too.
apologize. It's all my fault. I take full
No, no, no,
responsibility.
no,
I really
no,
do.
no worries. We're both okay, and that's what
That
counts.
forehead.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I hope again. I am very sorry. All right, you take it easy.
Yeah, no worries. You two have a good night.
You did it again, Siobhan.
Michael, that wasn't my fault.
No, that's not what I meant.
You mean I apologize to the person who hit me?
Kind of, but not really.
What the?
He's in a car. He is fine. You're the one on a fucking bike.
Well, he hit a car also that hit me. Like there was a multiple. It was a multiple vehicle.
Motherfucker is going in the.
Multi-vehicular collision.
The guy is going in the opposite direction. That's on him. You don't care about his well-being. He's an asshole.
Yeah, he is an asshole. But like, I've already argued with him before. I'm pretty sure. It didn't really amount to anything. So I figured I would try like being nicer this time and just see what happens.
Uh huh.
I feel like it had better results.
Right.
Yeah. Listen, you were pressuring me, but with your driving right up behind me and shit.
What do you? I'm just driving.
I need to get gas.
Okay. You were pressuring me. Somehow it's my fault.
So Michael,
Hmm.
why was there the possibility that my motorcycle can be flying?
I was using your bike to deal weed yesterday for literally
Could you
8 hours.
not do that?
No.
For how long?
For like 8 hours.
For 8 hours.
Yeah.
You didn't think there'd be change?
No. They showed up like 15 minutes before tsunami. They came rolling in like six fucking vehicles deep. I took off, you know, like I should have. Then I came back and they pulled me over for, they said something about a firearm. They wanted me to get off the bike, you know, the usual shit. And then I said no, and then I drove off.
I can't believe you, man.
What? If they run the plate and it comes back to Siobhan and I'm the one talking, you think they're gonna be like, that's definitely Siobhan.
I think that you're putting my bike at risk. You're putting everything at risk. Foolishly to use my motorcycle. Buy your own motorcycle!
Good thing I have a helmet on. That probably hurt you more than it hurt me.
Yeah, it hurt my hand. It's a good thing I'm wearing gloves. Alright, let's go to my house so I can park this up.
Alright. so I can take it and...
Wait a second. This is also you can use it again.
Huh?
Michael?
Yes.
This is also you can use my motorcycle again.
I'm out of weed. I don't have anything.
Alright.
But she's not wrong.
But if you do...
You can't just slam the brakes like that. I wasn't sitting around. It was like the last 15 minutes I was sitting in the same spot as everyone else. Other than that, I was driving around. Not sitting still at any point. So.
You can borrow it, but if so help me, you get my shit flagged for any fucking reason, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. Like, do you have my permission to use it? Sure. Sure. Do you have my permission to use it for illicit activities? Stupidly? No.
I'm not being stupid though.
Aren't you?
No, I'm actually not. I was driving around. I wasn't sitting still other than like the last 10 minutes and then when they rolled up. Which is weird to me because if they wanted to roll up, why do it 15 minutes before the storm? They also didn't have anything because like, even if I did pull over and I did let them search me and everything, like, there was nothing. There was a misdemeanor and that's it. I had enough bags on me to roll a single joint for recreational use and that's it.
Oh, I just saw your text from 32. Okay. Michael, listen, I have to do something really fast. I have to make one call. Please don't be upset with me.
Phone Andy.
Fuck, do I have his number? I just want to double check on who somebody voted for.
Alright.
Hey, it's Siobhan. Hey, good. Quick question. For head of bar in the runoff, you voted for Murphy, right? I just want to say great work. Thank you for that. Yeah. Actually. Yeah. So, just thank you. Just really appreciated that. Yeah. Yeah, but well, I mean, we talked about it before, but why not Sarge? Yeah, exactly.
Did Cross just dip from the face of the earth after the
You're not wrong.
The voting.
Touche. I mean, no, I'm seeing. Okay, I mean, obviously, I've seen Murphy more than that, but
He was
like
on a terrorism panel. Oh,
Inspire Stoses. Yeah. No, you are. Not you are. Well, either way, I just wanted to double check and was happy to hear that. So you still have your bar license. Congratulations on not having lost it. Well, I mean, it also means you haven't dropped any cases or anything embarrassing that an attorney can do. Yeah, how come I don't see your name on the docket that much? Hmm.
it is so dark. Holy shit. I don't even know who she's talking to.
Well, it's just an illegal stuff. No, I know you meant working in the law. I know you meant working in the law. But now I'm thinking you're being overly defensive. And are... A very likely story, but still a slip. Do you need listen, do you need direction with your lawyer life, or are you just avoiding that in general?
I wonder if we can get him out when they're doing their raid. They still do they still need to bring people to the raids? Get who out? Raid.
Things that are happening.
The fuck did Reed do
A little
now?
bit, though?
He stole a
Well,
firearm,
no,
I
just let's
think, so
say,
they're raiding him to
just
see if
say
he has
about
more.
justice in general.
I think that's what he's doing,
Oh.
or what happened.
They were found guilty, and they were eventually apprehended, apparently, and brought to justice after a lengthy exchange of Max having to rally the PD into manhunts to flush them out with Air 1 and shit. Imagine. It did.
I have ties to cops that could give us that information. Siobhan!
They got terrorism and first degree murder. And yeah. 5 days and then 5 days parole. I mean, if they break parole, shouldn't that remand them back to prison?
Isn't that how parole works?
Okay. I'm not gonna argue with you.
Could be worse. All right, bye, Lisa. Dret, thank you so much for the 29 months.
You can't see me on the other side of the phone, obviously, but I am nodding my head. You've lost your faith. There are things you can do to find faith again. Digging down, getting back to like, what drove you? Oh, you know what? I'm phone guying so hard, and Michael's gonna murder me. Listen, yeah, where are you?
Who
Michael, can we
me?
go to Senior Buns? We're gonna come say
No.
hi.
Only if they meet us at the back.
Can you meet us at the back? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Great. Bye.
Nikki, thank you so much for 28 months.
Nice car.
Thank you.
How
How's
long
it
did you
going?
go for?
Huh?
Michael, how long did you go to... How long was your plea deal for again?
How long was my plea deal for again?
Yeah.
Duh. I don't fucking remember.
I think the time of how long someone goes to jail isn't necessarily what bothers me. It's the fairness and equal application of the law to everybody. That's what I care about. I don't care if someone goes in for prison for terrorism for a day, 2 days, 5 hours. Don't give a fuck. But it should be the same as everybody else.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah, I don't know what the cops are like nowadays. Last time I heard anything about them, I was told they were incompetent and completely fucking useless. So it's I don't know. Can they even pull together a case that would matter right now? Do they have a detective unit? Do they have anybody that's capable of being a detective? Who knows? I don't even know who they hired. I don't recognize that police department.
I think I could be a detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this is Snow, right?
All right.
Also, they got Coyote, who seems pretty good at investigations. Also, Decker.
Decker. Never heard of either of those two.
Yeah.
Decker and
yeah.
Coyote, you said.
Yeah. You know who Decker reminds me of? This doesn't seem crazy, but he reminds me of Bison.
Oh. Bison was fucking useless. Are you sure about that?
What? Bison was not useless. I loved Bison.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Bison was fucking great. I think okay, so that sounds good. So are they I guess my question is: are they functional as a police? I mean, how do they do
They're
in this
not.
terrorism
You
shit?
know what? I'm gonna be real with you. They seem more. They seem to actually thrive underneath Max's tutelage. They're not afraid and they show initiative now, where before they seemed hamstrung like the sick gazelle on the Serengeti.
Wow. Wait, did you say Max is in control of?
Well, Max is commissioner.
Wow. Max Thoroughbred is commissioner of the police department.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Holy shit.
Maximilian Thoroughbred is commissioner of the police department and mayor of
How the
Los Santos.
fuck did that happen? How do I mean, it's not saying it's not a bad thing, but how, like,
Deadshot, I think it's on
What?
for 8 months. Mayor
So
privilege.
here's what happened. We passed something called the police continuity plan way back when, which sort of made him like the de facto like state agent, like representation of the state with the PD. Then when we won re-election, I whipped the fuck out of the votes so that we could pass PCP2, which allowed him to collect rolls to submit for the commissioner. Names for the role of commissioner to submit to the state. Cornwood proposed Max. Max submitted his own name. The state said A-OK.
wow. The state hasn't changed then. They still like to throw curveballs in every now and then.
Yeah, but this is
Okay.
a good curveball, I feel like.
It is.
I mean, if anyone can
I will
bring
tell
a
you this,
PD
he's
together,
also been offered the position perhaps longer than his mayorship.
holy shit. So is he different or are they different? Did he change? Is he different?
What do you mean? I don't know
clearly not
what
a
you
terrorist
listen,
anymore.
I don't know what you knew him as, but he's
Terrorist.
amazing.
I knew him as the guy that wrote manifestos and wanted to have me killed through various groups in the city. I know him as a guy who wanted to shut down the government and completely shut down my
I heard
police
about all of
department and
that,
have
but
me either murdered or resign. That's what
so
he
it's
wanted.
like it's a fine line between terrorist and freedom fighter. I mean, I'm from Ireland. We know that better than most.
Yeah, you do not compare Max to any of you guys from Ireland. Ain't no way. Interesting.
That might be why it's good, though, if you think about it. He knows what the people want. He knows what he wants changed, and now he can actually do it. That's the reason I got into the politics as well, is because you make the changes from the inside, not from the outside.
Holy shit.
It seems to be working though, because even with the PCP, PD was still in shambles. PD wasn't really
They
holding
weren't
up.
empowered as much as we had hoped they would be under Barrack.
Yeah. Now they seem to be better.
They're thriving. They're not just surviving. They're thriving now. Seeing people step up you might not have expected, having chances to show their mettle.
Oh, good. The PD needs that, especially with the shit show that started when the city opened back up.
God.
I think what's good with Max is telling them how it is. This is what you can and this is what you can't do.
Okay. Yeah, PD needs that. It needs strong leadership.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, good for
PD
him.
has always needed the same thing, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why there was 100+ people willing to lie, cheat, steal, and maybe even kill for fucking actually kill for Kyle. Is because he would go to bat for his people.
Very true. Yeah.
The fuck did I
Very,
just
very true.
witness?
Same thing in Big T.
Why is every
Also very
generation of
true.
Mr. K just
Miss that
coming
man
out of
very
the
much.
fucking
Same.
the parking
Same.
garage?
Well, I'm as weird as this is to say, I'm happy that he's turned his life around.
Also, I'm a cop.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Deputized?
Yeah, Max has deputized me as a full officer of the commissioner's office. I have to finish academy tomorrow.
Good for you, Siobhan.
His call sign. That's Snow's old
Thanks.
call
I'm
sign,
learning
isn't
a
it?
lot.
What
I
do you
actually
think
would-
about it?
I would like to help the PD on prosecution, if at all possible. I want to be a fake officer who actually helps them do things that they need to do when it comes to You know, Max and I both care very deeply about the dance from our angles. I think
What?
it's important. I don't know how else to describe it. There's a dance, a give and take, that should occur in specific
yes.
interactions.
Oh, yes.
And yes, the dance.
Yes, in some situations you have to be a pussy bitch. In other situations you have to be a giga chad. This is the reality of being a cop.
Yeah.
And you have to know when it's okay to do that and when it's not okay to do that. It's tough. Some people get it right, some people don't.
It's a learning experience.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to teach some officers how to pump, and I feel like Max and I could pump. Oh,
I think you probably could, yeah.
yeah. I've been learning all my radio stuff. I've been trying to memorize my stupid 10 codes and shit. I'm 209. Max is 205.
What the fuck did you just say?
Oh, there it is.
You say Max's call sign is 205.
Yeah.
Was my call sign.
Oh. Oh.
Surely it's a
So he's the
coincidence.
commissioner using my
we were
old
trying to
call
pick-
sign, huh?
Yeah. We tried to pick 900 call signs first.
Well, the 200
So-
call signs always belong to the state police, so
Oh,
if anyone
okay.
should have it, it should probably be the commissioner.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Max is using my old call sign, and he's the commissioner, which is what I used to do when I was chief, because I had total reign over that PD.
Sounds like it. Yeah. Oh, how the times have changed.
Tables turning.
Tables
Turning
turned.
tables. Holy shit. Why did he pick 205?
Guys getting fucked up.
You know, I'm not sure. We were just trying to pick 200 numbers, and then the first two he picked were already taken. Wait, no, the first one he was gonna pick was 200, and we decided not to do that. I don't remember why. And then I was gonna pick 201, but then I realized I was Soze and I couldn't do that. And we were gonna do 900 first, but that showed up as DOC, and then so we did. Yeah, it just ended up that way.
Maybe it's meant to be.
Honestly, you probably inspired him.
I was about to say maybe he's looking up to you.
I'm not sure about that. He spent a long time trying to get rid of me. There's no way he looked up to me.
Yeah, but that's because he knew you were capable. You have to get rid of the, well, I was gonna say the queen before the king, but
What the fuck?
in
What the
chess,
fuck, Michael?
in chess,
fuck?
Siobhan, in chess.
You know, someone said to me recently when it comes to, me running for mayor after Max that, just hoping that some of his policies are not so unpopular that you sack a queen to save a king, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my stamina
Yep.
went up.
Yep. Very interesting.
Oh, that
Very
happened.
interesting. Might need to meet up with Max at some point.
I think you should.
Probably a good call.
Yeah, I'm
Have
also
you
going to
not?
demand
Have
my
you not?
pilot's
When was the
license.
last time you two met in person?
Just before he got mayor the first time.
Okay, just before then.
Yeah. It was odd because I went to him talking about flight stuff and trains and all kinds of shit. So
Snow, you're not Shadow ADMC, are you?
fuck
I
no.
swear to God. Oh, thank God.
The fuck? You think I put on a fucking biker outfit? Fuck off.
Well, no, but
Fucking Australians wearing leather. No, thank you. No fucking thank you. I know Ziggy's there, but no thanks.
Hmm.
No, I've been doing other things.
What have you been up to then? You're not doing law things.
I've been preparing for my retirement, Siobhan.
Retirement? You're
Mhm.
not that old.
Early retirement.
You have enough money? Good for you.
Well, that's what I'm working on.
Alright, that makes sense. You know, you probably need like somewhere around like 3 to 4 million in the bank to retire. And in this economy without inflation, probably more than that.
Just as well I'm part of something that's profitable then, eh?
Interesting.
Where's the fucking ping? Oh, there.
I'm curious.
I'm sure you are, officer.
Take this off. I'm off duty. Whoops.
Ah, that's not. I'm not. Still not gonna tell you.
Don't snitch on me.
Snitch on you.
You've got the
No,
badge on,
it's-
Siobhan. I'm not going to tell you anything about what I get up to.
Hey, can you send me a retainer really fast?
Send me what? Send what?
Yeah, you're a lawyer. Can you send me a retainer? I want to have privilege. Can you send me a retainer really fast?
I'll think about that.
Please? Okay, I need some legal advice. This now constitute that I have the belief that we have attorney-client privilege, which means it exists. Okay, great. So go ahead and give me some legal advice on what if within the last, let's say there's like a 27, we're in like the 27th day of the statute of limitations, 30-day window.
While she talks,
there
while she
possibly
yaps, I'm gonna pee.
being, you know, my fingerprints out there on some bags of marijuana. Do you think that's a problem? What if it's like 1,000 bags somewhere?
1,000 bags out there of marijuanas, huh?
Yeah.
I think they would have to do a lot of things to prove that you actually had anything to do with the production, sale, or even distribution of it. You may have touched the bag. That doesn't mean that you sold it or had anything to do with growing it. Could it have been faked? Who knows? Can you fake fingerprints? Absolutely, yes. I don't know. I don't think a fingerprint necessarily means that you would get arrested. I think a fingerprint is a mere suggestion that somebody may have had some involvement with whatever you're looking at, but then the police would actually need to do proper police work and questioning and interrogation to find out that stuff. Do they do those kinds of things?
Declan Green might. He's fucking investigating the Paleto cartel, as he calls it.
Ooh.
Wait, what?
He's not around when I'm around. Is there any investigators around this time?
Oh, just one, but I don't think you've run into him. That's Albert King, and I want him to stay out of Paleto, too.
Fair
What?
enough.
Why do you want? We want people in Balita.
We don't want cops in Paleto.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
We want people to be capable. It's not, Siobhan. You have to see from maybe you don't want cops in Polito. I'm bored. If I just drive around by myself and nothing happens, the fact that they showed up like 6 fucking cars deep yesterday was the only interesting thing that happened yesterday.
You had all day?
Yeah.
What if I just go? You want me to go roll around in Play-Doh in a cop car and scare you, Michael?
Try me.
I will.
Presence is prevention, you know? Or meant to be,
That's
anyway.
true. That's on the Force Matrix.
Yeah, it's number 1.
I learned that today. I never
Good.
cared about SOPs when I was a judge or whatever because SOPs have no place in the courtroom. I don't give a fuck.
Are they still a bunch of pussies about shooting people when they need to?
Max has empowered them to shoot when they need to.
Yeah.
They were pussies
Oh.
before that point, but now they're
Oh.
less pussy. It's been beautiful to watch.
It's good. In some ways.
Erwin Dundee hit him with a wrench and I shot him.
Owen hasn't changed then. Still
I
same
was
old
praying
Owen.
that they said to shoot him on radio because I wasn't paying attention. I just wasn't letting him walk away after doing that.
Damn.
Turns out they
This
did
is-
say to shoot him, so I was lucky. Woo! I didn't disobey. I'm in DAP for that. And I already have 3 DAPs for being insubordinate.
What the fuck is a DAP?
Didn't you have
It's
4?
disciplinary action point.
They
I-
rebranded
Nick
stripes
Nolte-
as well?
Nick
Fucking
Nolte
hell.
took one of my DAPs off, Michael, because everybody bullied me yesterday and yelled nerd. And McNulty said, "All right, Siobhan, that's too much bullying. I'm taking it off of your DAP."
Oh, see, he took pity on you and removed the DAP point.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I got 3 insubordinate DAP points for talking back to Bones when he interrupted me while I was on the phone with Andy Jones, rescheduling our cabinet meeting. Because I
Bones.
sassed him too hard. He's the new
Oh.
sheriff, and
Yeah, he's a good man.
I don't
He's
like
a former
him.
trooper.
I'll never
You don't like
him.
him?
Yeah, he used to argue with me after court. Every single court case I ever had with him, he argued with me afterwards about my decisions.
Uh-huh.
He was
It
never
sounds
pleased
like
with the results, and he
a
was
younger
always
me.
Yeah, he liked to argue.
Yeah, I used to like to argue too.
He also tried to catch me a felony and ruin my entire career.
Oh.
So
Okay. Well, I'm glad Bones is in that position. I think he should have been in charge of something within PD a long time ago. Frankly, he was always a very, very good cop, and I was extremely pleased to have him as a
he
trooper
did
as well.
save our lives by pushing in to the fucking city hall when we were all gunned down in the council meeting
That sounds
room.
like Bones. He
So
always
he
was
did.
like the
He
guy,
did
you
do
know.
good work, and I can't deny that. I just dislike him. I'm not saying
Huh.
he's not good at stuff that he needs to do.
You
I
can,
just don't like him.
yeah, you can dislike him as a person. It doesn't make him less of an officer, though.
True. Very true.
He's a good cop, but I don't know if he's a good prosecutor.
Oh, I mean, back in the day, long time ago, I made it so that we had a district attorney. That was my idea.
That was your idea? You're to blame for all of the problems that have descended from that?
Yeah, it was a nightmare from the get-go.
Reliant upon lawyers who don't want to necessarily press the charges that they want to press, and ergo a constant struggle.
I need to talk
for
to Reggie
years
because
on
I need to
end
hear
We
started
didn't have
with
that
you.
issue.
his
No,
shit.
no, no,
well,
we didn't have that issue.
it became that issue.
Remember the city was a lot smaller.
It was.
So back then, as our DA was extremely active and extremely willing to do everything that we needed to do, and had the balls to want to do something too, which was great. In a very difficult time where DOJ was brand new, where court cases were brand new, where police had to get used to answering for their mistakes, let's say.
That was quiet or not.
Yeah, very different time. But I remember I suggest. You know what? I was the first judge in this city. Just going to point that out. I was the first ever judge.
Oh, I
Okay?
remember
What?
your pictures was in the old city hall.
Old City Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
wow.
I was a judge for one court case, and it was where there was a message from Kale Soze out to the general public saying, "Hey, who wants to be a judge?" I responded to the call.
Yeah. The call came. I
Yeah.
responded to the call.
That's right. And then I sentenced a man to death based on barely any
Woo!
evidence for killing 10 cops. Or shooting 10 cops, I should say.
I feel like that's enough evidence.
Oh, I've sentenced a lot of people to death.
The courthouse was in the vault in Vinewood, actually. That was the courthouse. As well as the vault that got robbed.
Oh, nice. So you just had... Love that. Love field trip court cases.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to do that. We had a court case on the beach before and on Mount Gordo.
Yeah. The first real judge, though, was Coop Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And Dennis
Coop's
LeBlanc.
Law.
And Nina.
I brought up Coop's Law the other day.
It's still there, isn't it?
No.
No,
No, I was one of the voices.
It's been
we
taken
removed-
down.
Yeah, we removed that 5 years ago.
Oh.
I was one of the voices calling for its removal because it didn't make sense for us to handle things that we thought should be handled by the Fed.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, that
didn't
stuff
want
was
the power.
completely reasonable. I actually respect that you guys did that.
We didn't want the power. We didn't
Yeah.
think it was right to be ours.
It was written in a very different time. Very, very different time.
It was a different time, and I think that we all knew that, and that's why we felt like it didn't make sense for us to still have it on the books.
Yeah.
Siobhan,
Yeah,
oh, sorry. Okay, I gotta go talk to Reggie before he fucks off real quick. You gonna...
I need
Okay.
to go somewhere as well, so
Oh, alright.
this is perfect
All
timing.
right, well, good. It was nice to see you.
You
Good
too.
chatting with you. I
Yeah.
hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah.
And remember, all that shit was privileged. Great.
I will.
That's how it
let
works.
Max know we need to have a chat at some point if you see
Yeah,
him.
I'll let him know.
Okay. All right.
Sounds
I'll
good.
see you guys soon. Have a good
All
day.
Alright,
guys.
good seeing you.
Let us know.
Bye.
Can you drop me off on MRPD? I gotta go sleep.
You...
Do you want me to go with you to Reggie?
No,
I can.
well, no,
I
because
just-
he wants to have a private conversation. It's just
See?
it's just that you've been
See,
so
you already
busy
warmed
and we
up.
don't get to hang out, Siobhan.
We can hang out tomorrow after Academy and D&D.
Right. Is Academy over after tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright?
All right.
So it's 2 days.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Alright, good. Excellent. Perfect. I don't know if I'm ever gonna...
You ever gonna?
return to my marijuana days.
You gonna stay a cop?
I don't know. I'm gonna think
Siobhan.
about it. We can talk about it.
You can't. Well, you can.
I
You
know.
can, in theory, do it.
No,
but...
I don't have to.
All right, we'll talk about it. We'll have an in-depth conversation where I tell you why
Okay.
you can do a lot of things, and then you'll be like, "I can see your point, and I will not become a cop. This is just temporary."
Okay, I remember when I said that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll talk tomorrow. Good night.
Okay.
Have fun with Reggie.
Bye. I guess that's one way for her to become a cop instead of doing it on her actual cop character. Nah, Polito's gonna be the crime hop. Fuck it. We'll make it the crime hop. Is there a warehouse here?
Yes.
Is there a warehouse here, or what am I missing?
You got to jump on the roof from the front.
From on the
Use
roof?
those old man arms and legs.
I'm not that old.
Wrong one, pal. Wrong, well, the wrong one.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about this
the-
one over here.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
You just said that jump on the roof. That tells me
I mean,
fucking nothing.
I literally pinged you to this location.
The fuck do I know?
Yeah, the ping was like right where I'm sitting. Yeah. Michael,
Reggie,
long time no see. Come have a seat.
what if I want to smoke?
Okay, well then have a smoke.
I am having a
Bad
smoke.
for you. You'll probably end up killing yourself from it, but it's whatever. Why did it sound like you I opened it but closed it and then lit it?
I don't know. You're
Know
just
how to
hearing
use
things.
them?
Is
It sounds like you're fumbling a little
is your
bit.
ears falling off too?
No, it sounded like you're fumbling. Use the both there, mate.
Dude, you can only open and close it. Not that hard.
You say that, but it sounded like you fumbled it.
I didn't fumble it. That was perfect.
A little bit of a fumble.
That
A
was
typical
perfect.
Simone fumble.
All right.
Typical
You
Simone
need to
fumble.
explain to me what the fuck Benji and Ray is trying to do, because when they talked to me, they were fumbling.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
what they explained to me is that they're starting a cult. And if you join said cult, you just have to follow orders. And that's it.
Yeah.
Is
Join
that-
the cult. Drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid. From the conversation
Drink
I
the
had with...
Kool-Aid.
No.
Comes from a shoe.
What, is this shoey?
Maybe. But it's there. Okay, so they do this to scare a lot of people off, but they don't think about the actions of what it will come across to people that
Diva,
read a little bit more.
Thank you
into
so
it
much
than what it
for the
is, right?
raid.
So essentially, we're forming a group of people. The cult-like part of it is that we're all in and we'll help anyone that's a part of it without hesitation. So it can't be look, I'm busy doing a money run right now. I can't help you. It's if you're called, you drop everything, you go.
Well, that's how it should
And
be,
everyone's
though.
got that. Everyone's got that loyalty that is ingrained into them. That if you're asked to do something, you do it.
Well, that's my issue with this entire thing. Like, so I was upfront about it. I asked them, like, okay, what if somebody has an issue with the things that you're doing? What if people start asking questions? Then what? Like, are you gonna shoot them? Are you gonna blot them out? Like, what are you gonna do? And they were like, no, people can ask questions. Doesn't mean we're gonna listen to them.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? You probably want to know a little bit more about the hierarchy as it stands, right? As it stands, it's Benji and Ray are at the top. Underneath that is going to be KJ, myself, and Perez, right? So essentially, the balance is similar to shit that was in Seaside, right? Benji goes off the rails, I rein him in. So there is a yin to the yang that's a part of that. There are people that will make sure that we are going in the right direction.
Right.
The whole gang war that happened was not part of our vision at all for what we were wanting to do. However, people wanted to blow off steam, and they also wanted to not be
Seaside 2.0.
good on. So we wanted
It's Rust
fight
combined
back
with
for what happened.
Seaside. It's
Our
Rust
whole
side.
intention is not to be rolling around fucking 6 deep in 3 cars, fucking blasting out the windows and shooting cunts down. Our intentions were always more like crime syndicate / mafia / cartel vibe. Is we have different divisions, right? And it's the easiest way for me to explain it to people is think of Benji and Ray as the city, right? Metro. And then the branch out from that is, say, for example, you've got Chumash, and then you've got
I don't think
Vespucci,
I don't think
and
Michael
then
could
you've
ever
got
dedicate himself to something
Sandy,
like that.
right? Those 3 would be like myself, KJ, and Perez. Now, we're still a part of the city. We still support the city. We're there if the city needs anything. However, we run our little districts as we do. So we have people that are underneath us. Now, those people might be a part of this. They might not be a part of this. Some might be getting looked at to be a part of this. Not everyone is a part of it, right?
Polito Cartel sounds better at this point.
Now, what we essentially want in the future would be having more people like us that would be doing that stuff and have things that contribute to the greater cause of that group. So yes, everything gets funneled to the top as well, but with that comes the I'm all in kind of aspect, right? So if your business starts getting fucked with, that's when everyone steps in. At me, I still have my club, for example. It's mine. Do what I want with it. I don't get told what to do with it. I do what I want with it. However, proceeds go back to the group as well. They get a cut.
So it's like another step with another cut.
Employ and do what I want with the people that are inside of it. Our goal is to have more businesses as well as do criminal stuff for the people that want to do that. However, I'm not about that life at the moment. I prefer doing business stuff. So that's why I'm surrounding myself with people that want to do that as well and be a part of that part of it. But with that said, if I'm told, Reggie, I need you to get in the car, you need to come help fucking blast this person, I'm getting in the car and blasting the person. Same as I've always been. Does that make some more sense to you?
It's better. Because they were both terrible. They were all over the place and they couldn't focus. You know, just Benji and Ray things. But it sounds like it's more like if it sounds like you're adding another link. So instead of you getting, you know, instead of you being the end and you getting the money for the group, there's suddenly another layer to it, meaning that even more money is gonna have to get distributed.
Yeah. So all the little districts per se, right, will help funnel into the whole group. You know? But the districts still look after themselves. They're their own sheriffs. Yes, they can get orders from the top if they need to. However, the majority of the time, the district is handled how you want to. Like KJ handled Sandy. And then I handle my legal businesses and R&D.
But what are you gaining from this?
But if R&D is needed for something, then we repurpose and work with that. Now, with that said, if, say, for example, meth comes out and we need money ASAP, Rocky, so we can do that, everyone pulls shit together so we can do that. It's just about having each other's back in whatever the fuck we need.
But wouldn't you have
So we
this?
can
Wouldn't
do
you
that.
have that just as one group? Like I'm trying to wrap my head around what are you gaining from having upper management and then having a trickle down like this? Like what do you
Exactly
gain
what
from
I said
having
just then?
that you can do your own thing, but you still have somebody that you have to report to?
No. So, say for example, meth comes out. I need $2 million for that.
Well,
I
yes.
don't have $2 million. Everyone a part of that group is then told we need to pull our money together so we can do this. Everyone does it.
When you
It
say
comes
part of
back
that,
and it helps everyone.
yeah, but when you say part of that group, do you mean the overall group or do you mean the district? Yeah, but how is this any
Overall.
different than just having a group or a gang? Like, what makes this different at the end of the day? It sounds more like you're having the usual stuff where you have the leaders and then you have, you know, the...
Like a cartel, Michael, which is what I said to you.
Yeah, but how is this any different from what Seaside was? The council.
Seaside was not a cartel. Seaside was ran exactly like a gang. They held down turf.
Okay, so if we take the turf out of the equation, then what? Isn't...
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that Seaside did for gang shit, G-checking people, all that kind of stuff, man. What I want to do is be able to operate freely in the shadows like I do, without having to worry about doing gang shit and getting into gang wars all the time.
Yes, I know that, but that's also you, and I feel like even if you were in a gang, you could still do... I'm just trying to figure out, because to me it sounds like it's still... Okay, I won't say it's a gang, but it's still a group, but it's wrapped in a nicer way.
Isn't that exactly what a mafia, cartel, syndicate all is as well?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's still a gang.
Yeah, I mean, you call it gang, I call it syndicate, you call it tomato, I call it tomato.
And you call it potato, and I call it potato.
The ultimate thing in this city is people see nothing different than gang, right? And you're being a prime example of this at the moment.
No, I know.
Nothing other than gang because that's what they know, right? It's what they always deal with. However, the idea is to operate in a different way where we talk a lot more.
Yes, but
having to deal with shit with violence all the time.
The reason I'm poking you about this, Reggie, is because I'm trying to figure out what the difference is at the end of the day. Like, I'm not saying it's a gang because, again, I am not interested. I have never been interested going forward to join just a gang. You know that. You know I'm not about the gang shit. I don't go out and G-check. If somebody tells me to pick up a gun and go help with something, I will do that. But if it's over dumb gang-related shit, I'm still not interested. If Benji was in trouble, he needed help, all he had to do is call me.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I can keep saying is that it's all about how it operates, right? If you look at it on paper, gang cartel, same shit, yeah? You have your leaders, everyone has a fucking role, they work towards the same goal. Same shit on paper, right? But it's all about how the people inside of it operate. It makes it different. Because you look at a cartel, right? What a cartel will normally do, it's completely different how they handle themselves.
Who is this, Reggie, mate?
That's the kind of vibe. That's what we wanted to do. That's where we actually wanted to take Seaside as it progressed. It didn't go that way.
Seaside just became a generic gang.
That's the only way that you can say it, because if you look at it on paper, gang, cartel, mafia, all the same shit.
I know. I'm not here to just... I'm not trying to do the same thing that everyone else does. I'm not trying to say, oh, you're just another gang. I'm poking you just to get an idea about... Because, like I said, when I had the conversation with Ray and Benji, they were doing a horrible job at even explaining the minute and small details.
Oh, they will, because they don't have the ability to break it down that easily, but they also don't want to, because they want to test people.
Yeah, but if that's the case, because the way they try to sell it to me is that, okay, you're joining us, Ray and I are the leaders, and if we ask you for 100 grand, you will give 100 grand. That's what you sign up for.
Yeah.
If that's what I get thrown in the face, I have no interest of joining something like that.
See, The only reason I'm talking to you more about this is so I can explain it to you, because I know you want to know more information, right? It's not that you're hesitant on it, it's just that you want to know more, to understand why it's happening. Now, in what they're saying is, the way that they're telling you is a test, right? Is do you trust us enough that if we told you give us 100 grand because we need it, would you do it? I know you would do it. You'd probably push back on Benji because you think it's for a car or something like that. However,
well, that's what I mean. If they laid it out, if they said like we were asking for 100 grand for, you know, because we need to invest in wheat, or like you said, meth is suddenly a thing. We have to invest in equipment for meth. I could see the point, but if I'm signing up for a group where Benji or Ray can just ask me for 100 grand, and I can't really ask questions as to what this money goes to,
no,
like you
that's
said,
not the goal, because if that happens, then I'll crack shits if they're just using people to funnel money to themselves.
and that's the thing. Like that's why I asked. Okay, so what if I start asking questions about what you're asking of me? And then that response was, yeah, you can ask questions. Doesn't mean that we're going to listen to you. Basically, they're saying that you're signing up for a group where where Benji could ask me for money, and all I could do is just say yes, and give him some money.
No.
That's what it came across as. That's why
they want you to think that, and they want to do that to test you, to see what you are like for it. But I think doing it that way to test you on that way is a bad idea. Had they have said, at some point we might need everyone to chip in 100 grand because we need to get all this stuff for meth, so we need to make sure that everyone that's a part of this, if they are a part of this and they are all in, and we say we need 100 grand because we need to do this meth shit, that you just cough up. And you, I don't think, would have an issue with that. When I asked you for money for the house because of what I needed to use it for, you did it straight away without hesitation.
yeah.
So I don't think you would have an issue with that. Would I have an issue with Benji just saying, give me 100 grand? Yes. I would say, what do you need it for? What are you doing? What's your plan? And then he would explain it to me. And then I'd tell him either if it's for something dumb like your car, no, go get your fucking own money, motherfucker. If it's something that's for the group that's going to help benefit someone inside of it and thus help the whole group, yes, that's fine. But the way that they worded it to you was to fuck with you a bit, in a lack of better words.
It was weird because Ray was being all nice as well at the same time. So
yeah, they fucked with KJ with his as well, and were pushing him hard. With me, they knew not to fuck with me because I would have called out their shit anyway.
it was it kind of came out of nowhere when I talked to them, so I wasn't really prepped for it. Give me a second. I need to piss so I can focus.
Always pissing. Peace sides.
I am full of piss.
Okay.
Give me a sec. I am just a very hydrated streamer. There's nothing wrong with that. Another concern, and they brought that up themselves, is the fact that, you know, Ray and Benji are both later on, time-wise.
Yes. But the group is primarily going to be NA. I've shifted my hours. Usually I'm in bed by now. KJ does his stuff during these hours. However, KJ is unsupported to a degree.